So I was looking on Pinterest the other day, as I usually do, and I saw a couple of really nice looking eyeshadow pictures. And they weren't tutorials, but they were just, the pictures that they have on there. And I saw one that I really liked, and I thought that I'd try to recreate. So I actually did, and I wore it to work a couple of times, and I got lots of positive feedback. So I have the picture below the video, and I'm going to show you my rendition of the way that it looks and how I put it on my face. So it's similar, but it's not the same. I'll start out with this white eye crayon. It's retractable. I don't know who makes it, so whatever. I'm going to use it on the lid of my eyes. I just put it on, not too much, not too little. We just want to make sure that it covers the eyelid. And then I bring it up just a little bit more on the top here. And we're just using this as a primer so that you can see the colors better. And it actually looks really good when it's done. I love it. So we're going to do the same for this eye. Basically just coloring it in. Okay. Now for my next step, I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush and my favorite brown palette that I always use, and I'm going to take the orange, and that's going to be our first color. Put it right here. Do the same on the second eye, and I'm just patting it on here, getting along the crease up top and close to the eyelashes on the bottom. We're just doing the center of the eyes. You can see there's still white up top and on the side, and the same on this eye. So next I'm going to use the same brush but a different palette. And this is my Crazy Color palette, and I'm actually going to take the brightest yellow that I have, which is this one right here, and I'm going to dab that just next to the orange and get it good into the crease up here. I'm going to bring it up, and we're going to cover the white, and then maybe even a little bit above that too. Not too far. And I'm going to get it more onto the bridge of the nose here. Okay, now you can see I still have the orange and now I have the white, but I did leave the orange and the yellow, but I did leave a little bit of white down there, and I'm actually going to fill that in again. So we're going to do the same thing for this eye. Bring it up. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to take my shaping applicator brush, and I'm going to use the same colorful palette that I had, but this time I'm going to go with this dark green right here. This is a little bit of a technique, so just pay attention, a little bit different of a technique. So normally I would go like this, but I'm just going to go straight over right here. Go into the yellow a little bit. We're going to blend that so that it changes into a different shade of green. Okay, and then just kind of cover up that white a little bit, not too much. Okay. We're going to do the same for this eye. Now, I'm going to go for this green. You can see it. It's a little bit lighter and it kind of mixes in with the blues. It's almost like a dark teal color, but we're not using a lot of it. I'm just covering the tip of the brush, the tip of the pointy part. And then I'm going to go underneath more towards the crease and just highlight a little bit and go in, not too far, just a little bit. I'm going to bring it down some. Okay. I'm going to do the same here. I have two different shades of green on my eye right now, so I like it. I think it looks good. Next, I'm going to take a black. I'm going to do the very bottom black, and I'm going to use this brush, the smaller one, but we're not going to do a lot. We're just accenting a little bit, so very lightly, just do a little edging. But make that come to a point here. Okay, and we're going to repeat on this side. Remember, very lightly. Now I'm going to go back to my dark green using the same little brush, and I'm going to go underneath my eye. I'm not going to connect it like I usually do. I'm just going to start here and bring it in. And I'm not taking it all the way in either. I'm just going to stop about halfway, maybe a little less. Let you guys get a closer look. Okay. Now I'm going back to this brush, and I'm actually going to grab my other palette before I do anything else, the brown one. So right now I'm going to start with the white, and I'm just taking a little bit, and I'm going to put a little bit of that right here. Blend that into the orange a little bit, just make sure it looks nice. Okay. And do it for this side too. And I'm gonna bring it down too, underneath, just kind of connecting it very lightly. You don't want a lot, just a little highlight. I'm going to bring it in to meet the green. And I'm actually doing this because I'm going to also put that yellow underneath here. But difficult to see, so this white will help it appear a little brighter underneath. But before I do that, I'm going to take the lightest brown that I have, and this is actually the closest color brown that matches my skin. And I'm going to go above all the colors that I put on and into my eyebrow before I start highlighting my eyebrow, just to make it appear a little smoother. So I'm going to bring it all the way in, up, and into the eyebrow. And I bring it down just so that my eyeshadow has that line, that smooth appearance. I'm going to do the same for this one. Okay, and now using the same brush again, I'm going to take just a little bit of white and highlight. I'm going to get really close to my brow up here, thin line, very gently, and then bring it out, make it thick. So thin line and thick. I'm going to bring that down. Blend well, and repeat on the same on the other side. All right. Now I'm going to go back to my little brush here. I'm going to grab the yellow that I had grabbed before. This one here. And then I'm going to bring these two together. It's kind of difficult to see on here, I guess. Alright. Now we're blending these so that the colors mix together. Not the whole thing, just a piece. Like you have the green and the yellow here, yellow, white and yellow. Okay, green, and it's just like transitioning. Okay. Now I'm going to go to my liquid eyeliner, and this is the fun part because I can't really see what I'm doing, but we're going to give it a try anyway. So I'm bringing you close so that I can see. Now, what you want to do with your liquid eyeliner is up to you. You can make it thick, you can make it thin. I like to do just a little bit, so watch me here. Okay, at this point what you want to do is lift it and follow the color. Kind of like you're cutting it off. Okay, and then where your eyelid comes down, start in the very corner, just straight up. Let me get a little bit more here. Okay, now color that in. We have this eye. Done. Okay. Now we're going to do the other. Bring that up. And meet it together. And color it in. Okay. You can always go back and fix it if you need to. And then I'm going to go ahead and do an underneath. Now, this is the most fun part. I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I used to, and it's going to totally change the shape of my eye. So I'm going to start here and then bring it in, but I'm going to make it thick underneath and then thin it out. Okay. And then do the same thing over here. And then just finish it off with your mascara. For this look, I like to bring my eyelashes out a little bit, but you can do with your eyelashes what you want. Now you have the look that you see below, at least my way of doing it. So. Let me see.